of the whitewash so people will know the truth. Yeah. Yeah. That's just my suggestion. But y'all grown. But don't come over here thinking that y'all not gonna get the truth. Because the truth gonna set you free. And he don't like none of us. Trump, I'm talking about. So you can support whoever you want to. But you supporting a predator, Cindy. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and remove you because you support children being aped and molested. Y'all say bye to Cindy. She's a predator lover. Bye, Cindy. I'm sorry. You support, yeah, for kids to be taken advantage of. How dare you? How dare you? And you don't even know where you from. You don't even know who you are. To the left. These females, they a whole different type of breed. But some of them people laid down. The hell, they didn't have to be taken advantage of. They gave that cat up. The hell you mean? They liked it. 2 or 3, 4 of them at the same time. Shit, bring it on. Maybe that's what Cindy was. I don't know, but she got to get the hell up out of here. Let's hear this, y'all. Let's hear this.
At 10:40 p.m. on August 9th, 2019, this figure appears in the most secure prison in America. 15 seconds later, it vanishes.
But y'all may want to go and hit the like button before I end it.
Is found dead. This is cell 220, 60 square feet, where the most controversial death in modern America occurred. The DOJ released 11 hours of surveillance footage. They called it raw evidence, but digital forensics
they walk into the wrong classroom.
Disturbing. This isn't raw footage. It's an edited compilation.
She said she's sorry. She ain't going nowhere. She said she's sorry. She ain't going. Listen, Cindy. You know what? That was funny, y'all. That was funny. I ain't gonna even lie. She said, "I'm sorry. I'm not getting out of here." Well, can you at least tell us why you're supporting somebody who have taken advantage of kids 10, 11, 12, 11, 12, 13? Can you at least tell us why you support that? I mean, shout out to you. Cindy came back. She said, "You ain't put me out." Oh, that was funny. That was funny. Can you tell us how can you support that? You can't write this. Are you one of the reptilians that just keep coming back? What? How can you support that?
Promised.
We are working on cleaning it up to make sure you have
full footage. It's an edited compilation. FBI Director Dan Bongino had promised.
We are working on cleaning it up to make sure you have an enhanced version.
We done heard it all, y'all.
So you don't think there were any shenanigans.
But they delivered edited footage instead.
We done heard it all.
Actually capture. I recreated the entire facility using official DOJ investigation materials to understand what cameras could see and what they couldn't. This is the Metropolitan Correctional Center, 12 stories towering over lower Manhattan, 750 inmates, $40 million a year to operate. This wasn't some underfunded rural jail. This was the crown jewel of federal detention. The building housed America's most dangerous federal defendants. Mob bosses on the lower floors, international terrorists in the middle tiers, and on floors 9 and 10, the special housing unit, where they put the cases too high profile for anywhere else. The SHU had 42 cells across 2 tiers, the L and M tiers. This is where they housed John Gotti Jr., where El Chapo's associates waited for trial. 23 hours a day locked down, 1 hour recreation. The most secure cells in one of America's most secure facilities.
Most secured.
I lost 110 pounds. You couldn't tell it
Oh
all because
wait,
my
I
excess
don't
skin.
think I knew
Phil
that.
Novella
Did y'all
changed
know that? So that's the most
Introducing the new lift
secured. So for anybody to get in there,
This-
it had to be intentional. Hold on, let's listen what I good
The
here,
most
y'all.
secure cells in
Hit
one
the
of
like
America's
button,
most secure
please.
Facilities. This is cell 220. Reinforced concrete walls, a narrow window just inches wide, a metal bunk bed, combination toilet and sink, no television, no radio, no clock.
Combination toilet and sink. Wait, what? Combination toilet and sink. Combination toilet and sink. So, is this the sink part? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And y'all think that Trump will be able to handle it? Yeah, he can't handle what he did, y'all. I can tell you that now. He ain't gonna sit that big ass. He got to sit here and watch. This is the sink, y'all. Told you, Andy, you don't play when classes in session. You soaking up knowledge. Hey, I think we have to learn. I think it's about learning. I think, how can we know better, do better if we don't learn? And I mean, come on. I could sit on here and play all day, but we ain't got time to play. It's things is moving and changing right before our eyes. So yeah, I ain't gonna play. But I don't get it. But she came back. She wasn't disrespectful or rude or anything. So shout out to her. I ain't mad at her. She made me laugh, baby, because she said, AunTeaFee. She came back on her backup page. I ain't mad at you, Cindy. I mean, I am, but I ain't. I mean, I am, because I don't get it, but I ain't. So let's go. A toilet and sink. Oh, Lord, please.
No television, no radio, no clock. From a surveillance perspective, this cell had natural blind spots. The camera that should have monitored the
So why did
camera
they
that should
have
have
him in the spot, in the cell that had blind spots, and he was allegedly, supposedly, or idle, but this is where it's supposed to have happened. So that's this.
perspective, this cell had natural blind spots. The camera that should have monitored the corridor wasn't working. The only views come from this camera way across the unit. This is the actual Altair corridor where Epstein was housed. Notice how long the hallway is. From the guard station, you cannot see down this corridor at all. That door just visible through the gates is Epstein's cell door. Even if guards had been perfectly attentive, their view was severely limited by the facility's architecture. And here's what makes this even more bizarre. Watch what happens at midnight on August 10th, 2019, 11:58, 11:59. Then it jumps straight to 12, with distortion in the video file. 1 minute missing from the most...
Y'all listen. 277 people. I need 50 people to double tap the face of your phone. If you're using your phone device, just double tap it like that. It's free. It ain't gonna hurt. You know, It's nothing is gonna happen. Just hit the thumbs up or those three dots at the top right. Can you go ahead and do that for me so we can check this out a little bit more? Cause this ain't. I mean, if he, I know about the time, but why would you have somebody in a room in a cell that you can't see, you can't monitor? And there was an incident that happened allegedly a couple of weeks before. Come on, y'all, hurry up. The quicker we get those likes up, the quicker I move forward. I'm almost 2 hours in, so, and I got another lot. What time is it? Set up for later on tonight. So come on, hit it. It's 275 people in here. Okay. When I shut it down, right when it started getting good, don't say nothing.
With distortion in the video file. 1 minute missing from the most secure prison in America. It's Epstein's last full day alive on August 9th. Let me walk you through exactly what happened minute by minute.
But I'm wondering, I know that this is an illustration. They do have ceilings, right? I mean, I don't know if they actually have a ceiling or not. I mean, are they open at the top?
Cellmate is removed. Standard procedure requires immediate replacement with another prisoner. No replacement is assigned. Epstein is now alone. Fast forward to 7:49 p.m. Epstein is returned to cell 220 after his legal meeting. The cell door closes. He is alone inside. At 10 p.m., the night shift begins. 2 officers take positions at the guard station. They're responsible for monitoring 42 prisoners across the 2 tiers. One was on her 5th consecutive day. The other had just worked 18 hours straight. This wasn't malice. It was a system pushed beyond breaking point. 10:40 p.m.
That's why they
last
sleep.
Documented visual confirmation of Epstein alive. A guard conducts a security round, briefly observing him through a cell door window. But here's what the surveillance system captured at that exact moment. A working camera records that small orange figure moving through the SHU corridor. The image quality is too poor to identify who this person is. Could be medical staff, could be maintenance, but the timing is curious. It's the last recorded movement in the area before morning. The figure moves through the SHU and disappears. Then 8 hours of silence. What were the guards doing during these 8 hours?
So 8 hours of silence, so they could see on the camera that somebody went up. When did they come down? 8 hours of silence. They could have went in there and tagged his ass or let him out. When did the orange come down? If everybody was in their unit,
of silence. What were the guards doing during these 8 hours? Computer logs tell us then 8 hours of silence.
now 30, 40 people just fell up in here. It's 304 people in here. Hit the like button. I'm gonna start watching it over here by myself. Them likes better go up. I don't even know why y'all playing with me like that. Not tonight. I ain't had to go through this in a long time. So y'all not gonna double tap the face of your screen? Okay, now where is this at? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Figure appears in the most secure prison in America. 15 seconds later, it vanishes. 8 hours after
Yeah, a spec gonna get mad at y'all in a minute. Us, they sent him in there. They sent who in there? They had us sit. Okay, they sent him in where? Oh, to walk up them steps. Hey, lady love.
discovered something disturbing. Sensitive footage was an edited compilation. FBI Director Daniel G. released.
We are working on cleaning it up.
What? Oh, it's way up.
Big frame, the other formed into a loop. But the surveillance
Who was this?
station and disappears in 8 hours of silence. What were the guards doing during these 8 hours? Computer logs tell the story. One was browsing motorcycle websites while the other was asleep. The guards falsified their logbooks.
So they lied.
Completed 8 security rounds during that night. Electronic logs prove they never left their station. For 8 hours straight, no one checked on Epstein.
Oh wow! And they
The guards finally conduct a security round. They find Epstein unresponsive in his cell. The bedsheet had been twisted into a ligature, one end tied to the bed frame, the other formed into a loop.
and see, you know, I'm gonna tell you,
Much deeper. The
they
Metropolitan
never
Correctional
can.
Center
Who?
What were the guards
Oh
doing
no, they y'all
during
can't.
this?
Oh,
Over
oh
200
no.
cameras through the facility.
They never said
Only 2 cameras in the
why.
entire special housing
Respect
unit
from
were
the
functioning. 2
county,
cameras to
upstate New
monitor
York.
42
Hi,
prisoners across
hey
2
Jerry.
tiers. And here's what's
So
crucial.
did
There
they?
were no cameras
Oh,
inside individuals.
they never said how all those bed sheets got in there. If they only supposed to have one bed sheet, what was all that orange in there for? And so for 8 hours, no one checked. And when they did go 8 hours later, he was, yeah. But how did they not see nobody come down if they saw somebody go up? How is that possible?
Over 200 cameras through the facility. On August 9th, only 2 cameras in the entire special housing unit were functioning. 2 cameras to monitor 42 prisoners across 2 tiers. And here's what's crucial.
Say what?
With one end tied to the bed frame, the other formed into a loop. But the surveillance breakdown goes much deeper. The Metropolitan Correctional Center had an extensive surveillance system. Over 200 cameras through the facility. On August 9th, only 2 cameras in the entire special housing unit were functioning. 2 cameras to monitor 42 prisoners across 2 tiers. And here's what's crucial. There were no cameras inside individual
That's an
cells.
inside job.
Same problem. DVR Unit 2.
Thank
The
you,
one
Jerry.
recording special housing unit had crashed on July 29th, 12 days before it
Say what? Yeah, they don't want to hit the like button. They're making it hard for everybody else. That's all right. I'm gonna go on punishment. I'm gonna put my own
8
self on
hours.
punishment. I
The
ain't gonna
two
be back
logs
for
tell
a
the
week.
story. One was browsing motorcycle websites while the other was asleep.
I ain't
The
gonna be back
guards
for a whole
falsified
week
their
since they want to play
logbooks.
with me.
They claimed to have completed 8 security rounds during that night. Electronic logs prove they never left their station. For 8 hours straight, no one checked on Epstein.
These
How
are the
is
Nuance
that?
audio glasses, and they're not just stylish, they actually help you hear better as well.
Explain to us. Somebody need to explain to us why was all those sheets in there and what
6:30 a.m.
staff
August
person
10th.
provided it for
Guards
him.
finally conduct a security round. They find Epstein unresponsive in his cell. The bed sheet had been twisted into a ligature, one end tied to the bed frame, the other formed into a loop. But the surveillance breakdown goes much deeper. The Metropolitan Correctional Centre had an extensive surveillance system, over 200 cameras through the facility. On August 9th, only 2 cameras in the entire special housing unit were functioning. 2 cameras to monitor 42 prisoners across 2 tiers. And here's what's crucial. There were no cameras inside individual cells. The real problem, DVR Unit 2, the one recording the special housing unit, had crashed on July 29th. 12 days before Epstein's death. That wasn't
So why
on
wasn't it
July
fixed?
29th. 12 days before Epstein's death. That wasn't recording anything. DVR Unit 2, the one recording the special housing unit, had crashed on July 29th. 12 days before Epstein's death. That wasn't recording anything from the most secure part of the prison. Even with backup systems, nothing was recorded in the SHU, and no one noticed. There was a clear problem. In the 5 years before Epstein's death, at least 3 other inmates had died in custody. Attempts were so common they'd run out of dedicated cells to prevent this from happening. But that timestamp gap from 11:58 to 12 a.m., the court documents show this occurred regularly. Not just on the night Epstein died,
That part.
but on...
Why was all of that in there if he was only supposed to have one bed sheet? And what was this? Is that piss? What is that? Did he leave? Why was all this in there? Why was all that? It right here, it looked like they was finna try to act like he was still in the bed asleep. I don't get that. And that's his toilet seat. Lord. Double tap the face of your phone. I'm telling you, I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna shut it down.
dozens of other nights. It's a system quirk, not evidence of tampering. $40
It's
million
sketchy.
a year.
Sure
That's what it
is.
costs to run this facility. $109,000 per day. And on the night it mattered most, the 2 cameras that could have answered everything weren't working. So
No.
what really happened in cell 220? Let's test.
Expert caution unclear exactly was changed. Metadata. I thought I saw something that says manipulated. Does not prove deceptive manipulation. The videos may have simply been processed for public release using available software.
That could have answered everything weren't working. So what really happened in cell 220? Let's test 3 main theories against the evidence. Theory 1, outside elimination. For this to work, someone would need to infiltrate the facility, reach Epstein's cell, and escape. Theory 2.
Tony, I don't have to have money. I just asked to hit the like button. Are you trying to be funny, Tony Kaiser? I said hit the like button. Tony, you trying to be funny? You know, y'all kill me being smart in the mouth, and when I check you, now you can't talk. You can't answer. Now you quiet as a church child's mouth, or you quiet as these guards was in this prison when their asses was supposed to be working. Yeah. Don't talk no noise, and when I check you and ask you a question, now you scared. You scared. You know, you scared like Trump. Now you panicking and shit. Oh, she don't call me. I sure have. Yeah, you better check yourself. And you must not know I will shut it down. I said double tap the face of your screen and hit the like button. I didn't stutter.
Conspiracy. Did guards intentionally enable Epstein's death? The evidence tells a different story. Computer logs showed the personal internet use that they did. One guard was literally sleeping at their desk. This isn't coordination, it's negligence. The system just failing. Theory 3. Institutional failure. This theory aligns with all physical evidence. The cell provided the means, bed sheets, a sturdy attachment point, privacy. 8 hours of unmonitored time provided the opportunity. Every
Next
layer
time
of
I'm out.
protection failed. Cameras, guards, and oversight. He was found by the side of the lower bunk in a kneeling position. Unmonitored time provided the opportunity. Every layer of protection failed. Cameras, guards, and oversight. He was found by the side of the lower bunk in a kneeling position. The physical evidence is consistent with the available materials in the cell. The Metropolitan Correctional Centre couldn't survive this level of scrutiny. In 2021, the facility was permanently closed. Decades of deterioration had made safe operation impossible. The real scandal isn't what happened in the missing minute, it's what happened in the 8 hours when this man was left completely alone in a facility designed with blind spots. The cameras that were supposed to capture everything captured nothing when it mattered most. The guards who were supposed to watch weren't watching. The system that was supposed to work had stopped working long before August 10, 2019. And now, even with the footage they claim proves what happened, has been edited and compromised.
Y'all, so what y'all think? And they've never explained why was all those bed sheets in there, and they've never explained what happened to the guy. I mean, the image that went up. Why didn't it come down? If it goes up, it got to come down, right? Or is there more than one staircase? Is there a back staircase?
Roku's self-serve ads platform. It's easier than...
Interesting. Misconduct. Let's go.
Lawyer. So when the FBI was originally
undermine the integrity of a grand jury proceeding. The magistrate judge William Fitzpatrick said the prosecution engaged in a, quote, disturbing pattern of profound investigative misstep. This from Fox News talking about this most recent developed misconduct, saying the department needs to give the grand jury materials to the defendant. A judge ruled this on Monday, directing them to produce to defense lawyers all grand jury material. Comey's lawyers had sought the grand jury material out of concerns of irregularities that process might have tainted the case. Let's bring in right now former federal prosecutor, friend of the program, Nima Rahmani. Nima, thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. The judge said, quote, there were fundamental misstatements of the law. What does he mean by this?
Andy, there's a lot to unpack here, so let me try to explain Judge Fitzgerald's ruling. So there's two broad categories of potential problems. The first is the evidence. The second is the grand